What? Who? It's your boy. And today we got some insane NBA 2K20 news. Now y'all guys know this time of the year is Christmas for the 2K community. This is the time of the year where we start to get confirmed information about the upcoming game. This is the time of the year where we start to learn a lot more about gameplay and how defense, ball handling, up ball mechanics will be. Now Mike Wayne, LD2K, and Zach Timmerman have been responding to many questions and giving us a lot of info about badges and new animation and player interactions that we should expect to see in the upcoming game due to the new motion engine that was announced a few days ago. Now, I'm thinking we're starting to get a better understanding how the new MyPlayer builder will be. As you can see, a member of the community asked LD2K, how do you feel about this in 2K16? Basically showing a picture of the attribute upgrade menu, and LD responded, the blueprint for evolution. I kind of had a feeling it would lead to this with all the hints that we were receiving lately, and what sort of confirmed it for me personally was LD2K's statement at the 2K League Finals. He said we really want to give the fans the ability to create what they want, how they want, and it's any type of similar to 2K16. This can be either really good or really bad, but nonetheless there still has to be player styles because takeover is confirmed to be in the game, but how they plan to do it is still unknown. Now someone asked Mike about slashes, and he asked him, my question is, are slashes going to be better from the last two 2Ks? And Mike responded, we're still polishing right now, but slashers are very strong in our current build. Probably need to be nerfed a little if anything. Basically he's saying from the game they currently have it in-house that they're working on slashers, and they're a little OP right now, and maybe we'll need a slight nerf, which is interesting because slashes haven't been a huge part of the park scene in the past two 2Ks because honestly in the park it just wasn't that good of a build. Now speaking of slashers, there will be a ton of new animation and badges for them in the upcoming game. If you haven't watched my badge video describing and revealing badges we will see in the upcoming game, I will leave a link to that in the description. But as you can see, there will be a new badge for bow buys called Quick First Step. Now since the badge reveal video, there has been many new badges announced, and guys, with the addition and removal of badges, it's hard to predict which ones will stay and go, but Tyler Score is one of those badges that will be removed. As you can see, Tyler Score has been removed and its functions have been broken down into two separate badges, Tyler Shooter and Relentless Finisher. And badges will still have 4 levels, so we still have bronze, silver, gold, and Hall of Fame badges, y'all. Now, as you guys may know, we also have a badge named Contact Finisher, and the main difference between those two badges is Relentless Finisher is more energy fatigue related. When you go to the rim and take a bump from Bruiser, it will kick in, while Contact Finisher boosts your ability to hit the shot. Mike Wayne finishes off by saying they work hand in hand. Now another badge that will be very effective for slashers will be Fancy Footwork, which is basically a revamp of Euro Specials in the past 2K a very long time ago. Now what Fancy Footwork will do is help you get past defenders with advanced gathers on the floor. Now guys, Mike Wayne also went on to confirm that Acrobat will still be in the game and is still there to help you finish at the rim. Since we are talking about finishing strong at the rim, I thought it would be a nice idea to adjust the state of the post score. They're basically unstoppable at the rim currently, but it will be nerfed in the upcoming year. Now it's been announced that elbow animations will be in the demo in 2 weeks, but it will be removed from the game on launch. However, spins, dry drop steps, and a few others will still be effective post takeover moves, and they will dust defenders enough to give you room to make something happen. But according to Zach Timmerman, it's more balanced, it's less sending defenders off the screen. Now guys, there have been questions about post scorers handling the ball in the upcoming game, because attributes aside, post scorers are the hardest builds to rip on the game, and Mike Wayne gave us some insight on what he has seen so far in the gameplay. He said, I haven't seen any bigs have success spamming moves in development, easy to rip, and they fumble the ball a lot more, which is major. Now on to the next tweet. So someone asked Mike what are passing badges looking like this year. Out of Dimer, Flashy Passer, Lob City Passer, Pick and Roll Maestro, which will remain and which are gone. And Mike responded and basically confirmed that Pick and Roll Maestro has been removed in the upcoming game and will be replaced with a new badge called Needle Threader, which does a similar thing to Pick and Roller, but it stands to other passing situations. not just limited to pick and roll. Now, Mike Wayne also confirmed the return of Dimer and Flashy Passer. A community member asked, is this needle threader batch all passing badges into one, or is there still a Dimer and Flashy Passer separately? Mike said Dimer and Flashy Passer are separate and still in the game. Okay, so a major problem is how long it takes to upgrade your player and get your attributes to a comfortable level, and that looks like it may change in the upcoming game. A member of the community tagged LD and said, what if you could create your player so fast you don't need a rebirth? And LD responded with this wonderful meme, all but confirming one thing. In my mind, if we could upgrade our players so quick that we don't need a rebirth, then guys, the rep system must have changed from the road to 99. They have been talking so much about progression that it has been ridiculous. Now for the next tweet, at LD2K. Was there a reason you guys didn't mention badges could be upgraded in part? Not talking neighborhood badges, and he said, yep. Now what it sounds like is that we're going to have to go back to grinding badges in my career, and I know it sounds bad, but if we're grinding badges exclusively in my career like 2K17 and 16, does that mean we have a part rep system back? Because with the road to 99, the XP used to grind the badges in part goes towards your rep, but if you can't upgrade badges in part next year, then does that mean we have another rep system? Let me know what y'all think. Now on to the next tweet. I know my playmakers are going to love this because there is plenty of times where they attempt to throw an overhead pass, but the pass ends up being a bullet pass and gets stolen. Now, a member of the community asked Mike Wayne, will there be high arcing passes in 2K20 to get the ball in the paint easier? Regular passes get stolen pretty easily in the post. Mike says Y/Triangle is more like a lob pass with some arc this year rather than a bullet pass. So that's that, guys. We will be getting a little floater pass this year because that's what you see to get the ball to the big in the real game. Now, one of the biggest, if not the biggest news in the upcoming game, a member of the community suggested that we should be able to see each other's shot meter. Mike Wayne said that's how it's currently set up in 2K20. You see exactly what the shooter sees in online matches. Shot meter, preferences, greens, and more. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea, but how is this going to work with the servers? Now, if I'm in the game, I don't really care if you're shooting full green, hot bars, or bounce backs, as long as I get a good shot contest. But it's definitely a nice addition to the game. Now, someone asked if I turn my shot meter off, will they be able to see my timing? And Mike responded, no, they'll only see greens. Comp players may want to consider going this route too. Now, guys, I'm not turning my shot meter off. I'm just not. It's not 2K14. Yes, I rely on the jumper and printers most of the time, but it's just nice for me to like see why if I miss the jump shot, because the jump shot animations aren't that consistent on the game. Now the sad thing is we won't be able to slide on greens anymore, but guess what? I'm still gonna lie. I don't care. Now we also got a quick note about shooting from Mike. He says, quick note about shot timing in NBA 2K20. Penalties for poor timing get stricter the further you are from the hoop. Yes, layup time is in the game, but poor timing in close doesn't hurt you too bad. But bad timing on threes will lead to a lot of bricking. So guys, if your Wi-Fi is bad, stay away from shooting bills. Next, are we going to get save ball animations on the sideline where we can actually save the ball, not just dive for the ball? Mike said, yeah, we also added the ability to pass out mid-dive so you don't have to wait to get all the way to the seated position like before. And for me, guys, this is a major W for us because I can explain how many times I got that ball on a steal and I gave it right back to the other team because they surrounded me in a seated position. Next, we have one question and one question only. Is Chase Down Artist coming back this year? And Mike said yes. Also, is Pick Dodger still in the game? And Mike went on to confirm that as well. Now guys, thank God this year's screens will be less like vacuums, bring you into the screen. Someone asked Mike how screens will work and will we be able to dodge them? And Mike said they're much less grabby, better animation content, and branch out points. Feels way better in my overall opinion, and for me this spells good news for the locks. Basically because Pit Dodger was a near useless badge last year. With that being said, there's going to be a ton of badges for each build next year, and based off the news we received, I believe slashers, playmakers, and defenders will be very good builds. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Don't forget to like and share the video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Pooh Got Game, and I'm out. Peace.